of drama, talking points and title twists. It was a pulsating doubleheader, and amid all the fun, you may not have caught all of the action, so these are your other battles from the Dutch and German Grand Prix. Pecco Bagnaia completed a hat-trick of wins in Assen, putting in a masterclass weekend to ensure he collected the maximum points available, while Jorge Martin did a superb job in limiting the damage with the double P2. Enea Bastianini also finished on the podium, but the Italian did it the hard way, having started 10th on the grid. The Beast was cut adrift of the podium battle in the opening stages, but produced some stunning late race pace to bring himself back into contention. The Ducati rider began his comeback by firing it past Brad Binder on lap 8 before following it up with a move past Alex Marquez. Now with clean air in front of him, he set about catching Pedro Acosta, which he did on lap 18 with far superior pace. Bastianini then picked off Fabio Di Giannantonio, Marc Marquez and Maverick Vinales for P3 and back-to-back podiums. Raul Fernandez earned his third top 10 of the campaign, with this move helping hold off the challenge of Franco Morbidelli, while the Italian got the better of Jack Miller earlier in the race to set him on the path P9. In a battle at the tail end of the point scoring positions, Johan Zarco recovered from a mistake at the Gert Timmer chicane to pinch a place back off Augusto Fernandez late on to help take a P13 finish, while rounding out the point scorers in Assen was Miguel Oliveira, who took P15 despite a trip into the gravel trap at turn 3. 1 week later and we were racing at the German GP, where Pecco Bagnaia capitalised on Jorge Martin's late blunder to make it 4 wins in a row and become the king of the ring for 2024. The Marquez brothers also made history as both Marc and Alex finished on the podium. First time siblings have stood on the rostrum together since the Aokis at the 1997 Imola Grand Prix. Away from the action at the front, there was plenty of battles across the field to keep fans entertained. Pedro Acosta started 10th on the grid, but quickly found himself going the wrong way at the Sachsenring, with Marc Marquez, Brad Binder, Fabio Quartararo and Marco Bezzecchi all pushing him down the pecking order on the opening lap. At the beginning of the 4th lap, Bezzecchi managed to get himself ahead of Quartararo at turn 1, which also opened the door for Acosta to shoot through. The KTM rider then picked off the Italian on the following lap, before taking his VR46 teammate Fabio Di Giannantonio just a few corners later. Bezzecchi quickly did the same shortly after, before Acosta gave himself some breathing room from the number 72, moving past Brad Binder and into P9. Next up for the Gas rider was a battle with Raul Fernandez, which he won, but not without cost, as a collision saw some of his back aero fall off. Binder and Bezzecchi also soon went past the Spaniard as they continued to chase down the number 31. South African Binder did make a move past the rookie with 5 laps to go, but on the final lap, the factory KTM was relegated to P9 as both Acosta and Bezzecchi went by him at turn 11, the number 31 leading the Italian over the line. The Sachsenring race proved an eventful one for Maverick Vinales. Top Gun launched from 7th on the grid and ran with the lead group over the opening laps. However, the Aprilia rider got it wrong exiting turn 8, and after a little bit of motocross, he managed to stay upright and rejoined the race in P18. Despite his podium hopes ending, there were still points up for grabs, and Vinales began to work his way through the pack. The Spaniard battled with Takanaka Gami before eventually sweeping by the Japanese rider, setting his sights on Jack Miller, getting the better of the Australian down the hill and into turn 12. Finally, Vinales took on Augusto Fernandez over the closing laps, and though the Gas Tech 3 rider put up a good fight, this one went the way of Top Gun as he salvaged a 12th place finish in Germany. At the very back of the field, Luca Marini battled with LCR Honda counterpart Nakagami for position among the points. Despite the Japanese rider taking bragging rights in this one, the Italian did manage to score his first point of the campaign in Germany. That's a wrap on all the MotoGP action for now, as riders and teams take a well-deserved summer break. After the 3-week rest, we will head to the iconic Silverstone circuit for the British GP on August 4th. Make sure you join us then.